Cool. Well, I'm gonna push this on to YouTube. No, people are like, where is everyone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna push this on to YouTube. Sweet. Share this. Cool. Well, Natalie, thanks a lot for joining today. Really excited to learn more about ParsIQ and all the great things that you're working on.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who's joining from YouTube, welcome. We'll get started here in about 30 seconds. Let some more people join.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the community is really excited about ParsIQ and all the great things that you guys are doing. Awesome. Well, are you ready to go, Natalie?
Yep.
Cool. Well, thanks everyone. Really excited to have Natalie, the founder of ParsIQ, joining us today. Really want to welcome the ParsIQ community, the Chainlink community, and the blockchain community for joining. The goal of this Q&A is allow the community to learn more about ParsIQ, how they're working with Chainlink, and more about what makes this integration very unique. It'll last about 20-30 minutes, Q&A chat structure. I'll make sure to drop all the links into the description afterwards. If you have questions, definitely drop them in the chat. Definitely join both of our Telegrams. Feel free to ask them there, and we can do our best to get to all of them. Yeah, so without further ado, again, Natalie, thanks a lot for joining.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
A few connection issues, so sorry for the delay, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do you want to maybe just give a brief introduction about yourself and what ParsIQ is?
About brief introduction, who am I and what are we doing? So, no, you're probably doing that. We are ParsIQ, and as it names implies, we are parsing. So we are parsing blockchains. So we are trying to grasp every single event, what happens in blockchain, and turn them into actionable things. We can analyze, we can build statistics, we can deliver this information to clients via their selected channels, and we can combine a lot of different data streams, sometimes open streams, sometimes these streams are proprietary and very interesting data like risk scoring. And for all of that, we've created an engine that includes a brand new programming language. For now, it's a kind of very tiny language, but we have a very ambitious plans, and we have already prototyped this language to the full extent of being able to parse and process all things that happens in blockchain. We call this ParsIQ. It's a ParsIQ language, or there is a debate whether to write it with a QL big, like an SQL, ParsIQL, like a query language. But we are not a query language. We are stream processing language. So we treat blockchains like live streams, like rivers of the events, and we are processing them on the fly. But yes, of course, we have our historical nodes, our archive nodes, and we can combine best of live processing events and accessing the history. And when we combine them both, we can produce a very big value for our customers. And my own background was I'm mostly from academy. I've taught advanced computer science for more than 13 years in university, including compiler design, where we, together with our students, created a lot of toy languages. And students always asked me, teacher, whether you created your own language. And now I can say that, yes, I've created my language, and I hope that it will be used. But no, the time will show whether it is successful. But so far, it's very promising. It's very ambitious, and but more things about me. I'm a kind of mathematician, maybe an amateur mathematician, not a professional. Yet this mathematical view to the world helps me a lot to build nice things.
Very cool. No, yeah, very interesting background and very impressive. And yeah, would love to dig more into ParsIQ. I know the community is really interested in. So, where do you see like the biggest like value use case within ParsIQ, and kind of like who's using this at the moment?
So we see that every business that involves monitoring what is happening, including invoicing systems, backends of the exchanges, trading bots, and more advanced auction snipers, for example. If something happens in DeFi area, like liquidations of assets, margin calls, and so on, so we are able to catch these events and deliver to our customers. Like for example, if you are creating an invoicing solution, so we kind of have a layered solution. At the core level is ParsIQ notification engine, and at next level ParsIQ wallets API, and on top of the ParsIQ wallets API there is an invoicing engine that allows you to create invoices, to understand whether they are paid. And we are ever growing, have an ever growing amount of blockchains that we are integrating. So it means that all our products benefit of all the integrations that we do.
Got it. Yeah. Very, very cool. And so essentially it's almost like a processor within all these different blockchains.
Yep.
Got it. And so specifically, kind of what is ParsIQ's approach with DeFi, and where's the
DeFi, we have very interesting relations with DeFi, because we are ourselves a centralized company for at least this moment. And the centralized companies are often faced with a very big problem, especially in creating their own coins. Because we already seen that a lot of companies that tried to create their own coins kind of failed with sustaining their value of the coins, because you have two different types of users that are interested in your coins. One type of users, they are traders. Their value, they see only the value of the coin to be tradable asset and nothing more. And others, they are real users that are seeking for the utility of the tokens. And unfortunately, the interests of these two groups are unbalanced. And when you're trying to give something good for one group, you immediately do something bad for another group. And we believe that we found a solution how to create proper tokenomics. We called it freemium model, from the word three. It means that our economy is based on three segments of services. One segment is totally free, and you forever. So it's all types of trials of types to engage users to keep him consuming our services. At another pole, we have a premium segment that is always sold by real money. By real money, I mean either by fiat, either by crypto, but these things, premium features, are always sold because of we need to have a money to sustain our business. And the third segment, is very interesting and the new concept. The third segment is some services that are measurable. So and we are providing them not free and not paid. They are provided on the way. So you simply need to hold our tokens. simply need to hold, not to spend, only to hold our tokens. And you will be eligible to receive our services. And as our services are measurable, so for example, if you want to monitor one wallet, you need to hold one token, not to spend, only hold the token. If you want to monitor a million of addresses, you need to hold 1 million tokens. If you want to process it with one thread, you need to hold one token. If you want to process them in parallel, you need to hold as many tokens as you. So we tied all the aspects of our products to the amount of the tokens, and we are not going to decrease prices. So because you are not spending them, you are really not spending them. It's your tokens. They are simply locked, and in any moment you can withdraw them and go away. And but here could be a problem. Because for newcomers, for the newcomers, it could be too costly to obtain new tokens and jump into our system. For example, let's imagine that our token is $1. It's just a speculation. So if you want to monitor a million addresses, and if you exchange, do you need really to purchase $1 million value? And we prepared here a DeFi solution that allows users to lend their tokens for those who want to use them for their utility. And we created a very interesting model that allows you to create a risk-free lending. Not a flash loans that are available in one transaction, but in one, so they are completely risk-free. And soon we will publish this protocol. This will be a purely public good protocol. And we have a very good, very good name for it. But for a while, it's kind of, no, it's not a secret. Soon it will be published, but it will be a new player as serious as Compound. How to provide this public good for those who are embracing our model. So we say that everybody who want, you can repeat our tokenomics. It's a freemium, and for all of these companies, we allow for token users to lend and to earn interests on it. So it perfectly balances needs of those who want the token because of their utility and those who want the token because of they are traders.
Got it. Yeah. Very, very, very interesting, and taking very complex things and making them simple. It's very, very fascinating, and so it also sounds really inclusive, and can be used on multiple blockchains. And so right now, your ParsIQ is able to be used on Ethereum, correct? And then are there other blockchains that you're looking at for it to be able to be used on?
Yeah, we already integrated Ethereum, we integrated Bitcoin, we already integrated Algorand, we integrated Dash. And I would say that so before ParsIQ, we made a lot of blockchain projects. We are a team of the professional blockchain developers with a big background in the blockchain. And we build a lot of engines for the crypto exchanges. And now we have, for example, in our inventory, we have technologies for integrating 46 forks of the Bitcoin. But now we are instrumenting those nodes. So we are not using existing solutions. So we are, for example, for the Bitcoin, we just created our own archive node. That is not not something traditional. We are able to rewind a time and at any moment see any balance. It's all indexed. It's all so it is something that you cannot expect from the ordinary full Bitcoin node. And our approach is to approach to every blockchain with this approach and integrate as deeply as possible.
Very cool. Yeah, yeah, very, very, very exciting, and we'll get into that too here in a bit about your product roadmap. Within regards with Chainlink and decentralized oracles, how do those play a role within the ParsIQ ecosystem?
It's a very important role. Because we defined as underlying level of the ParsIQ engine is the concept of processing replayable streams. Because we kind of now in terra incognita of stateful computations. Because stateful computations is something that when the state changes, they are considered very harmful unless you can recreate all the state. And in normal world, when you are processing a stream of events and you're trying to maintain a state, it's a very fragile system. If something went wrong, you cannot restore your state. But the blockchain itself and the oracles that are streaming their data into blockchain, they are replayable. They are replayable. So if something nasty happens, and shit happens, actually. For example, if the data center is turned out and all the blackout, would you imagine what will happen if all the state of all triggers, all the program will be lost or is irrecoverable? But we created a model that allows us to consume the blockchain. The blockchain itself is the replayable thing. But unfortunately, blockchain itself has no information from the outside world. And it is very important that all the events from the outer world are preserved in the blockchain and visible to us as a replayable history. So this is why we are heavily relying on oracles. We cannot access outside world without oracles as well.
Got it. Very, very, very interesting. And so with these oracles, are they already integrated, and how do you kind of see this kind of going forward within your?
For every oracle, we have two types of integrations. One integration is called active integration, when every oracle is seen as a data stream. So we inside our platform has a notion of a stream. Stream is something live that produces events, and you can apply your transformations. For example, imagine the stream of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're coming to you, and you can apply a transformation, like, for example, multiply all them by 2. And it means that if you have incoming numbers 1 to 3, you will have outgoing numbers 2, 4, 6, and so on. But these transformation can include arbitrary calculations that even includes ability to call the blockchain, to call method of Ethereum smart contracts, to check current values of what you've provided in Chainlink as current values of the price of or something like that. And so we have active integrations where we are looking at oracles like streams of the data, and passive integrations when current values of or historical values of providing data is available through function calls. It's a kind of push or pull, and for each oracle we integrate to these models. And for now, we integrated Chainlink oracles of price feeds, and for all the price feeds, we integrated both ways. And we are going to integrate everything that you will provide on the blockchain.
Very cool. Yeah, no, very, very exciting. And so next on the product roadmap, like where is the current focus of ParsIQ, and kind of what do you see in the short and future?
For now, we are strengthening our infrastructure. So we are delivering new features to the. So we have different tracks. One track is evolution of the ParsIQ engine that is blockchain agnostic. that allows you to do more, to calculate more, to group, to save diagrams, to display them, and it is one track. Another track is integrating new blockchains. We have a separate department that after one blockchain is properly integrated, goes to another blockchain, and actually this department could be scaled. It's just a matter of time, and they are highly parallelizable. So I would say that it's a kind of invitation for those who want to help us. And as well, soon we will publish a community version of ParsIQ engine, so everybody could install it on their own machines and to play, to be able to scrape blockchain process with ParsIQ. And the third track is delivering new products on top of ParsIQ. And as I already said, there will be a ParsIQ wallets, ParsIQ invoicing systems, ParsIQ backends for the exchanges that completely covers all the features that are needed for the exchanges. Because we build, actually, ParsIQ itself emerged like an abstraction of what we've done before for the exchanges. It's a kind of with simple lines of code to express month of the works. Yeah. And maybe fourth track is the DeFi track, where we are creating our smart contracts for lending.
Very cool. Yeah, and so with these smart contracts, I see a comment here in the YouTube that, you know, ParsIQ kind of helps smart contracts become more and become smarter. And what do you mean exactly by that? And what do you see smart contracts, and where do you see them kind of going in the future?
But no, smart contracts, they're a very important notion that emerged. This is the program. This is the program that sits somewhere in blockchain and listens when somebody pings it. But unfortunately, smart contracts in most blockchains, they're passive. They are passive. They cannot hearing events. For example, in Ethereum, one smart contract cannot subscribe to events of another smart contract, and different solutions like your one. So when you want to create a round trip between smart contract and the real world, you are offering that your smart contract produces an event, then external entity catches this event, produces, and then saves back to the run. But these are the costly. This is needed, and those who wants it will pay for it. That is why your business is awesome. Yet we propose something coexisting when you are creating as secure definitions as smart contracts, but they are defined as dynamic entities that can listen everything that happens and react. So it's a kind of reactive smart contracts. And we are defining a new model. For example, for static smart contracts, the gas prices, transaction fees are applying. But for dynamic smart contracts, like a reactive smart contracts, a completely new financial part should be defined. And we are trying to define this part.
Very cool. Yeah, no, it's fascinating learning from you. Yeah, this is very cool stuff. If people in the audience want to follow ParsIQ's progress and yourself, where's the best place for them to join your community?
I would say that listen to subscribe to our Twitter, subscribe to our blog. So it is on Medium, and we are posting all the updates there. And of course, this is the Telegram group. The Telegram group. I'm trying to be there as well and answer questions of users. And sometimes we are creating a brainstorming sessions there, and we have a very good and smart community, a lot of brilliant ideas, what to integrate, how to integrate, working, and we want that our community to grow, to include more programmers, more business visionaries.
Very cool.
So,
Yeah, no, this is exciting, and yeah, it's fascinating speaking with you. Before we take off here, is there anything else that we left out, or any asks from the community that you have?
Really, I don't know. Now, actually, now I'm sitting on the new version of the ParsIQ, and I would say that it's exciting, and all my brains are dedicated for the new version of the language.
Very cool. No, yeah, very, very exciting stuff. And I'm glad we were able to do this and got the connection working. And yeah, this is very exciting, and really appreciate you coming on here and
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, everyone, thanks a lot for joining us today. I'll make sure to drop all the links into the description afterwards. Again, make sure to follow ParsIQ on Twitter, follow their Telegram, and Antonelli, thanks again for joining. This was fantastic.